somebody that, like in our situation where it was just bad timing, just assume that,
It's bad
like
timing.
it's bad timing and they weren't trying to kill you, and they'll pay for your board if it gets dinged and, whatever. Like if I spilled red wine on you, I'd pay for your dry cleaning. So, and I did get like one time I did get hit really, really hard in the head by this guy, and he was totally in the wrong. And I had to come out of the water and like sit on the beach for a minute because I was like,
seeing stars.
I don't even know what just happened to me. And he came out and he was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I hit you. I was in the wrong place. Are you okay? And I was like, I think I'm okay. But like, I actually just need you to stop talking for like 2 minutes so I can figure out if I'm okay. Because I was, like when you get hit so hard, you like don't know what's going on.
Yeah. No, you're stunned.
Yeah. So I was like, and he sat with me on the beach. Like,
that's nice.
He's like, okay. Yeah, it was so nice. And he's like, okay, are you? Yeah. He was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm totally fine. He's like, are you sure? And I was like, I'm a nurse. I'm okay. Like I would know if I had a concussion, which by the way, I don't know if I would know if I had a concussion. What if you're the one who's being concussed?
Yes.
So I was like, I'm fine. And we introduced ourselves, and, I did stay a little bit away from him because I didn't want to get hit again. But like, it was just, he just was like, if you hit somebody, like even if you have priority, you are sort of doing something, like you hit somebody. So you should acknowledge that you hit them.
Yeah.
Instead of like immediately being like, well, you were in the wrong spot. And so this is not my fault. Like, so, everybody just has to like take a little bit of responsibility, because one day the tables are going to turn.
It's true.
And you're going to, because it's so dynamic and there's so many people. And, I think it's super fun when there's lots of people out there. So
depends,
Depends.
If everyone knows what they're doing a little bit, for the majority.
Yeah. And like
great.
everybody's friendly and like you get out there, you see your friends and everybody's like catching cute waves and like hyping each other up. Like it's super, super fun. So I don't think that like the crowd is necessarily.
I think like what'll happen also when they put the new jetties in, we're going to have a whole bunch of new surf spots eventually. And it'll spread out.
They're going to put jetties in?
They're putting a whole bunch of new ones more uptown. So that'll be really interesting. That's the talk, at least. So
I'm like, how do they have the money to do that?
City's got money. That was earmarked probably from Sandy, I imagine, even.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. You just hear them always complaining about how there's no money. I mean, so
plenty
I'm like,
of money to buy a robotic dog, apparently. But we won't go there. Ellie, I really do appreciate you coming on and having this great conversation. And again, like I really appreciate how you treated me in the lineup, and I really admire it, and I'm very grateful for it. And I'm hoping that I can learn from that too. We're all works in progress, and I like to think you caught me on a bad day for whatever it was, but. Still,
listen, the feeling is mutual, and the flip side is that like you caught me on a good day. Like there could have been a day where I would just like pop off too. So it was just like a convergence of a moment, and like like I think I said this to you when we were in the water. It's like it takes so much energy to like hate people, like. I don't want to come out to this place where I do this fun thing and then see somebody and be like, ugh.
It's so much nicer seeing everyone, knowing the faces, everyone smiling. It's just, I think more pleasurable and for everyone. And I think, and look, I've just gained a new friend, and it's really nice. And I think like that's one of the nice things with especially our particular neighborhood of surfing. I think is very rare actually around, compared to other parts of the world. But I think it's just I think we have a very special place.
It's a
and
community.
you don't know who you're going to meet. And that's what's so fun about it, is you meet so many different people from all walks of life, and you really get a lot of great exposure, and hopefully you grow. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I think
and it's like a community, and like also just from like a logistical point of view, like now I know, like if I were in the water and I was drowning, Tyler's going to be like, hey, Ellie's drowning. Maybe we should do something about it.
Even if I didn't know you, I would still go and rescue you. Had a few of those this summer, actually.
Yeah. But like to know, like when people say like, oh, do you get scared to go out when you go out alone? And I'm like, well, like by now, like I know enough. I don't know everybody, obviously, but there's usually a face or two that I recognize.
Wow. To quote Bear from Big Wednesday, though, I have to say, you're always alone in the water, actually. Technically, because at the end of the day, you fall and you could be out of reach.
Right.
I just had to throw in an old school quote, Yeah, you're always alone.
I totally. And never turn your back on the ocean.
Duke's famous quote.
Yeah. So it's just like, for me, it's just like a nice community, and there's so much cool community building happening out there right now that it's just like with Benny's and with La Rubea and, the schools. And I just think it's so awesome, and it's fun. So let's like stay out there and have fun and be friends.
Share waves. Ellie, thank you so much. Really appreciate you having on.
Thank you.
Swell Season Surf Radio is recorded at the Newsstand Studio in Rockefeller Center, right in the heart of Manhattan, and is distributed by wax.radio, where you can listen to our shows live on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. We hope to see you there. Thank you. Take care.